Hello and welcome. It is squeaky bum time for FOMO at the moment on the LEGO website and the Bricklink Designer Program as well, because the double points are about to run out. They finished literally this evening, and the Bricklink finishes at end of day tomorrow, and they are all still available. Are you sat on the fence? Do you have proper FOMO at the moment? Do you think that some of the sets that are on the discontinued list will sell out and will not come back into the double points? Have you kind of figured out when you are going to pull the trigger on that last purchase before it sells out forever? And then obviously with all the lists that are about for the discontinued sets, there is quite a lot of them sold out already on the LEGO website. So that is what we're going to be taking a look at. When I say sold out, they are on a back order, but that date is getting longer and longer. So I think a lot of people have had the same idea. So in the comment section below, let me know, have you pulled the trigger on anything? Are you getting anything for these double VIP points? Because is this the last double points until Black Friday? Will we then have just one more for the remainder of the year? We know what happened in Black Friday last year. The Harry Potter train went in, sold out in about 5 minutes, and it also went on sale. And then that was it. You could never get that again. So with regards to like the Lion Knight's Castle, the medieval stuff, you've got the Ninjago Market, lots of other big sets they're on the chopping block. So this potentially might be your last chance to get them on double points. So let me know as we go through if you are one of the reasons why some of these bits and pieces have sold out. Now, what I have done, I've clicked on new. We're going for newest. I think what we'll do, we just go. What I want to go over with first is this. Did anybody else notice? Let me just scroll through all of this first. Forget the coming soon. I personally feel that LEGO have done me dirty, and I think potentially a few other people as well, because I had my list of what I wanted for my double points, thinking, yes, I'm going to be clever and pre-order some bits and pieces on double points, because pre-orders do count. That will be another discussion that we'll be having within this upload with regards to people saying, yes, you do get double points in the Bricklink Designer Program, and other people saying, no, they've rang up the LEGO customer services and it is not part of the Bricklink Designer Program T's and C's that you do not get double points. And don't forget, you are checking out through the LEGO website, but the Bricklink has nothing to do with that LEGO website. So the LEGO could turn around and go, no, you're not getting double points, or yes, you are. But we'll worry about that later on. One thing at a time. One Piece. Did anybody else notice this? It now just says coming soon. I wanted this thing just here, this floating restaurant. I've got made space for it. We've had all of the videos for my LEGO Disaster series. I have a perfect spot in my theme park for this and the Merry, and they're both coming soon. They've been changed. Some are still available for pre-order, but when me and Jay's Toy Collection UK did the live stream with regards to the day one of the Bricklink Designer Program, these were available for pre-order then. So if you have pre-ordered it from the LEGO website, has your pre-order been cancelled? Or will these two sets go back available for pre-order once the double points finish? Because I think these are the only three sets, for whatever reason, on the whole of the LEGO website that were available for pre-order, got taken off. So I don't know the ins and outs of it. It is still available to pre-order at different websites within the UK, like Smiths, for example. So we do have other toy providers in the UK, not just the LEGO group, but you can still pre-order with them. So I don't understand why you couldn't pre-order these three, because I was going to get the whole wave. I was going to pre-order all of the sets for One Piece and just be a good boy and go, that's it, I'm done. I don't have to worry about getting anything next month. The following month has already been paid for. It's all double points and we are living the dream. Nope, that did not happen. And then I went down a very, very slippery slope, and there will be a video coming probably at the end of this week when all the sets have arrived. And yeah, there's a lot of different bits and pieces, because I thought some of the sets, when they've gone, and we've all done this before, we regret it. I needed them, and it's stuff that I've been going on about for the channel for the last 18 months. So it wasn't a sort of split second decision. It's been one of those. But what I want to go over with now, so we're in all sets. So we go from high to low. I want to see what is on back order, and I want to see what people are thinking of. So the Falcon, even on double points, as harsh as it sounds, it's just not worth getting from the Lego group because it's £530 everywhere else. So you can get that in 4 or 5 different other places, and obviously it's not been discontinued anyway, but that will skyrocket when it goes up. Now the Razor Quest is on the chopping block, so that'll be going. That's still available. There's obviously, you guys and girls know by now what's going and not, so I won't bore everybody. Now, all the big stuff is still available. Obviously, the Daily Bugle is on its last legs as well. They have fantastic minifigures with those. I'm quite surprised that the stock level is still. Yeah, right. So we've started. I was about to say, it's still really good. So the alley, this is going. So this is the next one that is going. So let's check the date for this if it's available for back order. 30th of June, so not too far away. So if you got it a couple of days back, don't forget you're getting double points and you still get the giveaway as well. But like I've said, is this the last time you have an opportunity to get double points on this set? Because there'll be a certain date, and I don't know what that date is, that they will stop producing the Lego sets. And then when they sell out, is game over. So if you're thinking, no, I want to wait until later on in the year, which is, like everybody else does, because you've got to spread the cost of lots of different bits and pieces. If this suddenly just then disappears, that's it. It will not go back into the double points on the Black Friday, because I'm assuming that is when the next and last lot of double points might be. Now, obviously, I don't know everything. I hardly know anything, to be honest. But I would imagine if you're thinking of playing a bit of a game of you really want some of these sets, hence the name of the title of this video, that you got a little bit of FOMO, just really consider that if you can't afford to get it now, maybe just make sure that this is your next set and don't even worry about the double points, because it might not even make it there. So that's the same terminology for every other set that is on the chopping block. Obviously, there is another game to be played, because when the sets sell out on the Lego website, normally when they sell out, oh, that's interesting, that can disappear. They're also in a sale in other shops. So even though it says exclusive, it might be either with Argos, John Lewis, or Smiths, and they will put it into a sale. Some of them are just D2C, so they're just Lego only. They don't go to any of the other toy shops. But that's our first back order. Now, the crane is available for pre-order. That thing does look amazing. Disney Castle is still going strong. That's available. The piano is still available. They have got them both side by side. Of course they would. Right, so one's on back order. One is available to add to the bag. One's more expensive than the other, and the cheaper one actually has more bricks, I do believe. So both of these are on the chopping block, and yeah, 6,163, 4,515. Both of these sets, I think, are incredible, to be honest. Now, this back order is now to the 11th of August. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that. I saw yesterday that it was in July. So loads and loads of people have done exactly what I thought they were going to do, and they have got the FOMO and they have placed the order. And now that date has jumped by a month and 3 days. So that just proves how popular this set is. So I wonder how further on the market that goes with this is now also on back order. And it doesn't matter. You can still, it doesn't say sold out. So if you were to order it right now, you get double points, you get the giveaway, but it just doesn't land on your doorstep from the 11th of August. It could change. They will keep you up to date. It'll be very, very, very interesting to see exactly when that's going to come in. But it's just one of those things. But this is the big one that I am thinking that this will never make it into double points again, because surely after this they're going to produce a certain amount of them and they're just not going to make any more, because everybody now is getting all the sets that they want. It's still got a limit of 5, so if you wanted 5 of them you can do. That doesn't matter. But that is quite a surprise, the 11th of August. So this is why I'm doing it. And I think, don't forget, this is just on the UK website. because we have our own warehouse that will ship over to us and other places in Europe as well. I think a lot of our stuff comes from Billund, but we also have a PAB stuff comes from Poland, I do believe. So for the UK, we have a main chain of stuff coming in and they just spit it out absolutely no problem. Somewhere like America, for example, if you are watching from the States, hello, you haven't yet got your factory up and running, but yours is going to be enormous when it is, and it's going to be the first factory that is, it's completely like energy efficient this and green energy that and yada 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 yada. So when you have yours up and running, you won't have to rely on importing those sets in. Yes, the tariff term, the import term, and all that sort of nonsense. But if you think from your perspective, because obviously the country's so big, they will only get sent a certain amount of sets to each shop. And with regards to the castle, because I did my research on it last night, they're completely sold out in store. I've checked probably 10 different stores that I could think of, and they are just not there. The best place I can think of for you guys and girls to get it, if you wanted it tomorrow, would be Legoland Windsor, or if you're lucky enough, getting it from an airport and you get 20% off. So yes, just think about it. So again, this is going as well. Coming down, we're just gonna. That's why I started on the bigger stuff because I wanted to see if it's on back order. I'm surprised the Daily Bugle is still ticking over okay. That boat has come back into my line of sight. I am that was annoying because I had just finished watching all the episodes on Netflix. I couldn't believe how accurate the Going Merry is, how amazing that is in the actual Netflix show as well. It's perfect. I changed my whole display, thinking, yes, I can. No, it's just tease me. Tease me, tease me, tease me. Right, coming down. So the 2-in-1 is also obviously available on the Nintendo Store website, Beauty and the Beast Castle. Nothing else, nothing else. I think the only other thing that I have spotted that was on back order was the other medieval set. I think that's the only other thing that I spotted. So we're getting close to the price point on that. The T-Rex is on back order, but I don't know if that's on back order from when it went on double points. Now, it's amazing that it is on back order because will they actually make more of these? So this is coming on the 10th of next month. So we're the 23rd today, 10th of next month. I am looking at mine right now. I cannot tell you how amazing this build is. It's not repetitive whatsoever. It is enormous and it is phenomenal. And if they did a full line of these, I would be all in. Not so much on the small little heads, but this kind of thing is just so good. And yeah, you can have some little restaurants and things around it, but I'm not too sure because it was on double points by itself for a while, and then I don't know if it then went into the double points that we've got now. So if you are one of those people that pick this up on double points, you will not be disappointed. I promise. It's stuff. Honestly, how you the tails in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6 different sections. How you make up the hips and all round. Honestly, it's. I just sat there, put the Jurassic Park theme tune on, and just thoroughly enjoyed myself. So coming down to the other little bits and pieces. So this is the other thing. So I'm all over the place in this one. The other big pre-order, this is still available. So I don't know why, because it's obviously a pre-order from the 1st of August, that I could pre-order this and get double points, but can't do it on the One Piece. So that's why I'm really intrigued to the people that actually did order the other ships. Did you get an email saying, we're sorry, we didn't actually mean it to be available for pre-order. It's just going to be coming out day one? Because normally the pre-order stuff means it's not exclusive to the Lego website. And we know that the One Piece stuff isn't because you can get all 5 sets from elsewhere. So I'm very, very intrigued to know what is going on with that. Now, coming down F1 cars, Hocus Pocus. I'm surprised that the Star Wars stuff is still going strong. I thought some of them would have been on back order now because the X-Wing, for example, that's going this year, as is that TIE Fighter, that's going. Now, this is it. How far back has this gone? No, not too. It's actually been brought forward. So that's only the 4th of July. I thought it was a couple of days later that because they will try and catch up. So all of a sudden the date changes and it comes back forward. The other one's obviously really gone far, so they might try and rein that back in again. But this is on the chopping block. So maybe a lot of people are getting both of them together, or they're getting the second set. So I know you can do a lot of mocks with these as well, and you can obviously do alternative builds and things. So yes, it does look very good. And anybody that has got it, again, massive congratulations to you. Wow. Okay. Is this on the chopper? It must be. 30th of June. So you got a couple of days to the end of the month. So this is on its way out. I reviewed this literally the first week it came out. And still to this day, I cannot name who all of these little ones are. No. I tried. I failed miserably. No idea who that is either. I don't know. But it looks good. It's in a new place in my display. We have a brand new mythical walkthrough being added in, so that upload will be happening in a couple of days' time. Krusty Burger. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth, isn't it? When a brand new set comes out and it comes with a giveaway that you really want, and then literally a week or so later, it all goes into double points. So if people waited and they knew the points were coming, then obviously you'd have got double points on this. But if you've got your giveaway, then it doesn't really matter too much, does it? But we don't get double points that much. So it's only a couple of extra quid, but it all adds up. Bounty looks great. The new city tower. The biggest thing I like on that is actually the construction crane with the chute. But I don't like the fact it's over the front of a police station. I'd rather have the police station not been there. It was just the chute. Then I suppose you've got the skateboard ramp going over the fire. Literally every single Lego City set is taken in that one. All add to bag. All add to bag. Bag to bag. We will get down. I don't know whether to then go to the cheapest and just do a couple of pages on the cheapest. Because there's new Transformers coming out. There's the Star Wars stuff. Guardians, I completely forget about that ship that's there. The Mario Kart, that's a fantastic thing. Review went up live yesterday. I'm looking at him right now. Honestly, that is another enjoyable build. It's not often I say that the builds are good, but the T-Rex by far one of the best things I've ever built, and it's very sturdy. Which is great considering the amount of stuff that I have built, and I sneeze and they fall apart. So either I actually just built that correctly, or I'm just a moron. Jaws is still available. We're not going to go through all 73 pages. Don't worry. We're just getting an idea of what it is, because we're obviously going from the newest stuff. So the Star Wars, no, we've got high to low, aren't we? So I've mixed it up on purpose. So this gunship is obviously going, and 15th. I've been umming and ahhing about this one for a long time, because I do like this from the Clone Wars. I do like the minifigures and everything it comes with, but I don't really think I need it because I've got the other one, which is the big UCS one. So I don't think I need that in my theme park display. I think we can get away with it. The Viking Village. That does look smart. I do like that. I'm tempted by the Viking Village only because if you are a fan of this channel for whatever reason, because you're crazy and mental, I haven't yet because I've not been very well, but I have actually got my strength up enough that I can actually start travelling again. I went around to all the different Legoland parks basically around the world. I started to travel around and do all these little bits and pieces. And the Viking River Splash was amazing in Billund. It still is a huge area at Legoland Windsor, and it all got shut down. Won't go into the reasons why, but more than likely it was just health and safety, nothing to do with the Lego group. It was just the type and style of ride, and it's something that happened, I do believe, over in France. So I don't know whether to get this as a little reminder and just have it by a load of water and all of that kind of thing, or just leave it be. So if you guys and girls can think of an idea of what I can do with a Viking village for a theme park display, please get your answers in because I would like to know. This is a huge boat, and it does go into a sale from time to time. Get it for $99.99. Beautiful Harry Potter thing. So if you are in the process of collecting all of the Harry Potter stuff, like the big castle and all of that kind of stuff, so I know Jay's Toy Collection UK is all in on this. When I say he is, his better half is. I do believe, Kiara, this is one that is not yet in your collection. I'm sure Jay can make space underneath with all those beautiful base plates he's got. Now, coming in to that, so the Battle Droid is still available for pre-order. Merry. So Spider-Man Obstacle, that comes out in month after next. So that'd be that's a good looking set. Expensive, but it does look good. It's got a huge Marvel tax on that one. It's just gone. Do we have our first sellout? Oh, it's into the retiring soon list. So they have added something on the, because I know now, I have spotted that there is a tab. I don't want to click on it now. I did see something. Maybe that's what it should have, but all the other stuff that we know that's retiring isn't in there. So I don't know how long that's been on there for. So they will start to get added. And again, perfect time, get double points on it, and it's gone. So that's our first out of stock. Doesn't say sold out. So there is a bit of a difference. So it goes back order, out of stock, sold out. When it's sold out, that's game over. You can never get them again. It only happens from this time of the year, basically every year. So you don't have to worry about anything at the start of the year and all that kind of thing. The Adventure Treehouse is on back order. So we sort of get... No. Why have you done that? I clicked back order. Why? Oh, I've just added it to bag, haven't I? 11th of July. I've got to make sure I take that out in case I accidentally check out with that in there. Definitely, not that it's a bad looking set, but definitely do not want that. So you've got all the different book nooks. They're obviously all still available. You've got the new Princess Huge Fly What's It. The castle is coming soon. That does look nice. You've got the medieval horse knight castle, which is, I do believe, a 3-in-1. And what they have is the jousting out the front, which I think if I ever got this is what I would do, because that is at Legoland Billund. You can actually physically go in to the medieval section around the back, sit down where they've got all the live action stuff, and actually watch people do this. Actual people with horses, not like Lego stuff. And then in some of the other parks around the world, they actually do have the seated horses that you can sit on. They don't have any of that over in the one in Windsor. So keep an eye on that, because I think that will eventually go into a sale, and that'll be a nice thing. So that's not a bad shout. So wooden minifigures also gone. I'm assuming that also says retiring soon. Oh no, it just says temporary out of stock. So that would have been yours for 104. Yeah, it's going to be. I would have stopped it by now, but I'm getting quite intrigued with regards to now. We're getting to. We're still too expensive for gifts, because if somebody bought you a £94 gift, then you're very, very, very lucky. But when we start getting into sort of like the Christmas/birthday price point, I wonder what else has gone down. Because don't forget, this is just a mix of new and old. So the Batman, I thought that was out. The Batman Forever is still available for pre-order. Why do I think that was out? Of course, with the new Mario stuff coming soon. The Magic of Disney is out and about. This Nike Dunk thing for their collab that they do with. I'm surprised. Trainers did they do? I thought they did collaboration with Adidas trainers. Maybe it was Nike. All of that is okay. They're all right. Still not clicking on 73 pages worth of stuff. The yellow truck is never going to go into a sale. That has been stuck at £90 for ages. Still all right. We'll get to page 15, and if there's nothing else on page 15 that's on back order or sold out, then we will stop, because we're probably at... all of this is relatively new. There we go. The Monkey Kid has gone. Doesn't surprise me. The things that you can do with some of these sets, just slightly the wrong scale for me, but the waterfall's great. But the Team Hideout, where it's all like the modular bits and pieces, and that is very, very good. So again, there's another one there. So the second people get a sniff of some of the sets going, they just go mad for them. So with two of them on this page, so the King is also out of stock. This is actually probably the most amount of Lego sets I've seen out of stock ever in one hit. At this point of the year, obviously it just says out of stock, not sold out, but it will be interesting when they update the website. Will some of these just then be sold out, and that is going to be game over? Now we're into all of the different alphabets for Braille, so that was a big deal when they all came out, because they all came out staggered. So now you've got five different languages that you can do in Braille. The crafting table is on a back order. So what date is that? 27th of June for the crafting table. So still available. Don't have to worry too much. The pre-order is there if you want to get yourself one of those. Amazing bit in the... I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but that is a fantastic 2 episodes. The last 2 episodes are very, very clever. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Love artwork. See, I'm surprised that all the dios are still there. Skiff's still there. Potter is still there. Right, we'll go to 20 and we're done. We'll get to 20. Still at a very expensive price point for gifts. 69. As you can tell, I'm only looking to see if they're sold out or not. The motorbike is on back order. 69.99. That is 27th of June. What else? Look at that, with the motors and the Technic hubs and all that kind of stuff. £70 for those. Scary amount of money. I am hoping for some good DC stuff to come at some point. It'd be nice if we just got something that wasn't just Batman. Not that I'm a big fan of Batman, but they could do some really nice DC sets like they've been doing with the Marvel, where we've had all the big buildings. So I wonder, because we got the Oscorp in tiny, if we are actually going to get a big DC set this year, because that would be the only reason why they didn't give us the massive version and they gave us the playset first. But then with the Avengers Tower, we got 2 or 3 variations of that in sort of a play scale before we had it into a much larger set. Right, that's page 21 for luck, and then that is as much as you're going to be getting from me. You can carry on exploring the website for yourself with regards to all the bits and pieces that are on there, because obviously you can see it keeps going and going and going. And there's Minecraft stuff that is on back order until the 30th of June. So there's another one. That's the same thing. Wouldn't like brick outside. So there's going to be lots and lots of stuff. But on the homepage, have they added a tab? So we've got all sets, offers, girls, gifts, 18. So is the offers just... Oh. All right, apparently there's Lego offers running. Not seen... If I didn't actually physically click on this, I don't think there's anything on there. So you save 21.10 if you want to get both of the Formula 1 cars together. That's a bit of a weird offer. Only because it is the exact same car, because it's the W14. It's not like it's 2 different seasons in the same colour. I think they are exactly the same, apart from one is the big Technic display and the other one's a pullback. Whereas with the McLaren stuff, 2 different years. And again, one's the big Technic one and one's the smaller one, when you save £20 on that. I thought they might have mixed and matched the McLaren car with that, and maybe not. Maybe that's just my head thinking too much. Now I've got an email come through, and I potentially might be... Is it from the Lego group? Because I've been getting quite a lot of these with regards to what I actually ordered a few days back. No, it wasn't. It was just nonsense. Right, so is that it? It is it. Oh no. Now we're going into the sale. So there's all the bits and pieces for the sale. Bestsellers. Where's the last chance then? I thought there was a last. I'm sure I saw. I might have made it up. Right, I'm not going to waste any more time. So, next part. Have you ordered a Bricklink Designer Program set? They are brilliant. I can't keep up with the numbers because I don't know what they are now. I'm assuming that it's going to be 60, 65, 70,000 because it were limited to 30,000 and within the first hour they upped it. So the Pirates and this castle broke the 30,000 barrier within 90 minutes. I think the Dracula set broke it in 60 minutes and the other one was 90 or something nonsense like that. I did a video a couple of days back going, will these now sell out on double points? Because I know some people have cancelled their order and then reordered it on double points. And it does say when you put through the transaction that it's on, you get these points. Bearing in mind, it just says pending. So they could change it. It's just because it's there. They are technically giving you them for free. So they could just turn around and go, absolutely not. People have been ringing customer services and getting different answers. So from what I've been reading, they have said that it is not in the Bricklink terms and conditions for you to receive double points, nor do you get a giveaway purchase. So obviously everybody's been putting these things through and it's saying on double points. But the risk of you doing that is obviously the Lego group could just turn around and go, well, you're not entitled to it because you were actually limited to 30,000 and you're technically customer 51,000. So we've done you a favour by allowing another X amount. So I'm not too sure what is going to be happening on that. I've read lots of conflicting bits and pieces with regards to what to do. I think the easiest thing to do is just contact customer service when your set gets sent out. And if they go, yes, you're entitled to double points, you're getting a second lot of double points for free, so you can be happy with it. If they turn around and go, no, it's the Bricklink, it's a completely different thing. You just checked out on the Lego website for using our service. We just give you standard points. Then you can't really moan whatsoever because, well, nobody really knows at the moment. So there's a lot of bits and pieces out. It'd be interesting because this is quite a hot topic. If something will actually come up when this finishes, because it's not often the Bricklink stuff runs over double points. See, if I wanted to, I could cancel my order and then redo it, but then you get the run of risking of it selling out. But clearly, it's not gonna sell out because they keep upping the numbers. But if I was to ring customer services and go, I didn't cancel my order because I thought it was going to sell out, but I want double points. Or if I ring customer services up and go, to save me cancelling my order and reordering it right now on the phone with you, am I entitled to double points? Be interesting to know because everybody would have just cancelled their order and redone it for double points if you're entitled to it. And if you think that that's potentially like 200,000 sets that all of a sudden have doubled the amount of points. Yeah, this should have been a live discussion, and I'd be very, very interested to read everybody's sort of view on it. But yeah, some people said, yeah, it's absolutely fine, they're going to get it. Some people have turned around and said, no, they won't. But this is all coming from the same sources. So we will see. But the main thing is for getting double points, because if you don't hurry up and get these before midnight tonight, you're not going to get double points on them tomorrow anyway. Are you going to get these before they sell out? Now, this is the first series. Obviously, there's only been 5 of them, but this is the first series under this new sort of Lego way of doing things that they're all available in the last day. Because they have just been upping and upping and upping the numbers. You had 60 minutes to get this, and that's it. we've been going, I think it's 13 days, I think, nonsense now. So if you were still at work when this came out and they didn't do what they've obviously done, you would never have got it, and then you never would have been able to have cancelled your order and reordered it for double points anyway. The popcorn wagon has jumped up a astronomical amount since I saw it last, and I know that they upped the numbers on this over the 30 as well. So I've been reading reports of a way of checking HTML. Haven't got a clue how to do it, but if you can, in the comment section, let me know what these numbers are doing. That would be amazing, because I'm assuming that this is obviously the most. Even if they all sell out tomorrow, they're all going to sell out at a different stock number. And I'm assuming that this one is going to be the most, and then the pirate will be the second highest. It looks like the popcorn's going to be the third highest. But these two are both doing really, really well. Even though they're only in the green, they could well be at the 30,000 mark. So they could have sold loads and loads and loads. So after me ranting, raving, and thinking about all these little bits and pieces, do you now have a squeaky bum time with regards to the FOMO of the bits and pieces on the Lego website? Are you going to get anything this evening? Because you now might be thinking it won't be available again for double points before Christmas. I know it sounds like it's a long way away, but the longest day of the year has already gone. To countdown to Christmas is on. But if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Again, thank you for all the support with regards to everybody that's been joining and all that kind of nonsense with leaving comments and things like that. It's always nice to hear and read, and obviously what sets it is that you're going to be getting between now and Christmas. I always try and get back to everybody that I possibly can do in the comment section. But again, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll see you next one.